What's up, y'all? It's Johnny with InsaneHomeFatLoss.com, and I'm here to talk to you today about stretching. Some people neglect, some people don't practice at all, but it's something that's actually extremely important, something you have to kind of do every day, if you will. I prefer to stretch before and after a workout, but I'll get into that here in a little bit. That's what I'm here to talk to you today. I'm here to give you a guide to stretching. Why is stretching important? That's the first question. You definitely don't want to just jump into any kind of strenuous activity, any kind of workout without warming up, getting the body, the muscles warmed up, flowing, blood flowing, joints, lubed up. That's something that's very important. Not doing that, failing to do so, that kind of brings me to my next point. What happens if you don't stretch? Well, obviously you can have an injury. You can, tear an ACL, you can tear a quad, tear a bicep. There's a plethora of injuries out there that can happen, without stretching. It happens more often than you think, so that's why I can't stress to you enough that you've got to stretch before and after working out. Now you're sitting there, well, why do I have to stretch after I'm working out? If I've already stretched, I'm warmed up, I do my workout, I'm tired, I want to go home, why do I have to stretch? Well, like I said, you've got to let the body cool down. You've got to let it warm down. When you're on the treadmill and you get your 20 minutes in, and then the 20-minute time is up, and it says, okay, cool down, and it adds like 4 more minutes. You're like, what the hell? Those 4 minutes are there for a purpose. You've got to let the heart gradually, the healthy way to do it is to let your heart rate gradually decrease. To again, blood flow in your muscles. You've essentially torn them in these workouts, and you've got to let them cool down. So that's why I said number 1, number 2, stretch before, stretch after your workout. Main reason, it's injury prevention. You don't want to, like I said, you don't want to have any kind of injury to set you back in your insane home fat loss journey. You've set all these goals. The last thing you need to do is just run out there and start doing toe touches and crunches without warming up. Then you have a hernia or something, then you're just SOL. How will stretching burn fat? I get asked that question a lot. How is stretching going to help me burn fat? Well, there's a couple reasons, but the main reason is it essentially keeps your heart rate up and it keeps your metabolism up by stretching. And I'm not saying stretching once a week is going to do that, but stretching every day is going to boost your metabolism, and it's also going to keep your heart rate elevated. Now, while you're stretching, obviously, these factors together in itself are actually going to help you burn fat. Say you don't work out at all, and you just stretch every day for 20 minutes, I guarantee you're going to lose fat just by stretching. So something to consider. When and how long should I stretch? That's a question I get asked a lot. My recommendation is obviously stretching before and after every activity, every workout. Warm up, warm down. Simple science. We don't always have that time. You're always in a crunch. Trying to get your gym in before you gotta go meet your girls for margaritas or go meet your boys for dollar beers or whatever. So at least once a day, that's the bare minimum. I'm thinking even if you don't have time to work out, you'd be surprised. Wake up early in the morning, stretch for 15 minutes. You're probably gonna be sore from the insane home fat loss workout you did the day before. Wake up in the morning, it wakes you up. Promise you, try it one time. Stretch for 10-15 minutes. It'll wake you up, it'll get your metabolism going, it'll get your heart rate going. So again, when and how long? I suggest stretch once a day, at least 10 minutes. Which stretches should be done routinely? Well, I think all stretches should be done routinely, but there are kind of a core group of stretches that you really want to concentrate on doing, at least in every stretching session. Those are going to be your main muscle groups. Any stretch, stretching the quadricep obviously is going to be a good one. Any stretch, stretching the bicep, that's going to be a good one. Any kind of core stretches, whether you're laying down, stretching your back out, or pushing your back up, stretch your lower back. Those are all good core stretches. Those are the ones you're going to want to do routinely. Smaller, random stretches, stretching your wrists out. They're all good, but they're not as important as stretching the bigger muscle groups. Which stretches are good for burning fat? Well, to be honest with you, all stretches are good for burning fat. Especially the deep stretches, the ones that really get your heart rate going. That's my recommendation. I get asked that question a lot is, well, which stretches are the best are going to make me lose a lot of fat? They all are just the deepest ones, the ones that really get your heart rate going. V stretch with your legs spread all the way out, something like this, with your head head on your knee. And the key is holding the stretch. Holding it for more than 2 seconds. Give it a good 6 to 8 count. That's the key. So in your stretching routine, your heart rate stays up. Again, heart rate's up, keeps your metabolism up when you do this routinely. So again, any of the deeper stretches are the ones, the harder stretches that keep your heart rate up are going to be the ones that are going to burn more fat. What happens when you don't stretch? Well, a lot of things can happen when you don't stretch. You can tear a hammy, you can tear your ACL, you can pull your bicep, pull your tricep, pull your neck, pull your trap, pull your lat. There's a plethora of injuries out there that can happen when you don't stretch. That's the main idea, that's the main concept I'm trying to get you guys to grasp here, is there's a lot that can happen by not stretching, but there's even more that cannot happen by stretching. So again, I highly recommend stretching before and after. Another thing that can happen by not stretching is you will not be as warmed up as your fellow compadres if you're playing basketball or football. What happens if you don't stretch? You can die. Pull a hammy. Strain a tricep. Tear your ACL. Alright y'all, I've gone over a lot of information today about stretching. I told you why stretching is important, what's going to happen if you don't stretch, what are some good fat burning stretches, when and how long should I stretch, what happens if I don't stretch. I even showed you what happens if you don't stretch. At the end of this video, I'm going to put a link up to one of my actual stretching videos. So hop over there, check it out. It's a full-length video showing you some of my actual stretches. For more nutrition information, more workouts, and man, just some more tips on how to get shredded like your boy, hop over to InsaneHomeFatLoss.com. I'm Johnny. Have a great day.